Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. We are getting unready for the day. This makeup has been on far too long and it is time to remove it all and start to wind down for the evening, start to get in relaxation mode. And I've partnered with Sephora at Kohl's for today's video to share some of my favorite skincare products that have worked the best for my 35-year-old skin. So most of these products are going to be incredible for targeting dark spots, hyperpigmentation, uneven skin tone, and overall brightness. It's been a while since I've shared my entire evening skincare routine, but I still don't think there will be many surprises today because most of these items are tried and true favorites that I'm constantly restocking because it's the skincare that gives me the best results where I truly notice a huge difference with my skin. I have so many incredible recommendations to share with you. I'm not going to skip a single step, but first I am going to change into something a little bit more comfortable and set the mood. There's nothing more relaxing than throwing on your thickest, softest, coziest, warmest robe. This is one of my evening non-negotiables. We have to be as comfortable as possible. I'm just gonna roll up the sleeves quickly. I can go ahead and remove my jewelry. I'm gonna take out my earrings for the day. When I'm winding down for the day, I love to make a cup of peppermint tea. Fun fact about me, every night before bed, for probably the last, 7 years, I've had a cup of peppermint tea. I have to have it. But even though I'm not getting ready for bed just yet, if I'm just trying to relax a little bit, peppermint tea always does the trick. And I'm not picky. Doesn't matter what kind of peppermint tea, I just have to have my peppermint tea. Now we're ready to get started, and the first step is to double cleanse because we have to remove this makeup. I'm going in with my Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. This is an all-time favorite, and I would say I've gone through conservatively maybe 8 tubs of this. It is incredible. This is the best makeup melting balm that I have ever tried. The reason I love it so much is that it works fast. The moment you scoop it out, it instantly starts to melt in your hands, and it's so gentle. You really don't have to do a lot of rubbing. The balm is going to do most of the work for you. This is going to be so satisfying. Are you ready? It's going to cut through even the thickest layer of longwear foundation, concealer, stubborn eye makeup, waterproof mascara, waterproof eyeliner. It gets rid of everything. And this is the original, so it smells like key lime pie. It's so refreshing, but very light. And you don't need a lot of the balm. It's kind of fun to sit there and play around with it, but I'm going to scoop out, I would say maybe a giant lima bean size amount. It's already starting to melt in my hands because of the warmth. And then I just start rubbing this all over my face. This part of the makeup removal is always so satisfying. And another reason I really love the Pharmacy makeup removing balm is that it melts down to an oil, but it's a very thin oil, so it doesn't leave a heavy residue. It doesn't feel thick. It feels very thin. The eye makeup and the mascara is actually pretty easy to remove. The brow gel is intense. I've been using the Benefit Brow Gel, and I swear it's like super glue for the brows. Now I need to go to the sink. My face is now squeaky clean. It's feeling a little bit tight and taut. While I was in the bathroom, I went ahead and cleansed with my second step. This is the Kate Somerville Exfoliate Cleanser Daily Foaming Wash. This is incredible. Every time I'm wearing a full face of makeup, I have to double cleanse. So I go in with my makeup removing balm, but then I like to go in with a foamy cleanser. If I just started with this and just immediately tried to wash my face, it would struggle to get through that thick layer of foundation. There's too many products layered on the skin, not to mention eye makeup, so when you go in with something foamy as your second step, it gets rid of the makeup melting balm, but it also gets rid of any remaining makeup. My hairline is completely free of foundation and my skin feels really soft and supple and clean because this cleanser also contains AHAs. It has papaya, pineapple, and pumpkin enzymes to exfoliate the skin without over drying, plus glycolic acid and lactic acid, which helps the appearance of pores and to clear buildup on the skin. So now that my skin is clean, the next step really depends. It depends on a couple different factors, and I will change up this routine depending on what my skin needs that day or even that week. So right now I'm feeling a little bit dry, but pretty good. Sometimes if I've been traveling and my skin is just stressed, it might be really dry, it might be congested, I might be experiencing some breakouts, which at the moment, knock on wood, I don't have any bad breakouts. I did see a little tiny little red blemish up here earlier today, but it might have disappeared. I can't really see it right now in the viewfinder. Well, I think I felt it. I can't see it, but I can feel it. Other than that, my skin is pretty normal at the moment. Sometimes if I'm using a lot of really harsh ingredients or I'm alternating in a product that I picked up from the dermatologist, I'll give myself a break. I might go straight to moisturizer, straight to serum. Sometimes I need a couple extra steps, some extra help. One of my longtime favorite products, which I know I've talked about a lot, is the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Extra Strength Daily Peel. They have a couple different types of peels. So I have the extra strength. They also have a universal and a gentle. I remember saving up my money so I could buy these in college. I'm sure over the years I've used every single strength, every level, but this is the one that was recommended to me by Dr. Dennis Gross himself. I was so fortunate. He held an event in Miami a couple months ago, and I had a one-on-one consultation with the Dr. Dennis Gross, which was incredible. Not only is he so kind, so generous, so knowledgeable, he really does take his time to give you the best recommendations for your skin type. So he takes out his binoculars and he looks very closely at your skin. I'm not going to use one of the peel pads today because instead I'm going to use something else, but I wanted to at least talk about them just in case anybody is maybe dealing with some troubled skin at the moment. If you've wondered, they are absolutely worth the hype. Something else that I learned about them though is that you have to use both steps. So it comes with 2 peel pads. First, you're going to take out step 1. This is the exfoliate and smooth. This has all of the active ingredients to help exfoliate the skin. It's going to help diminish the appearance of pores. It's going to help with dark spots, hyperpigmentation, uneven skin tone. I like to use these peel pads down my neck, back of the hands, even the chest as well. I will rub these all over my body. Anywhere I can reach with the pad, I'm going to exfoliate the skin. Leave it on for about 2 minutes and then you have to follow up with step 2. This is the anti-aging neutralizer. This helps to restore balance back to the skin and it feels incredible. It's very cooling and refreshing. You're not going to want to skip step 2. Instead of the peel, I'm going to do a detox mask. This is from Caudalie. It's the Vinergetic C+ Instant Detox Mask. This might be familiar to you because it went viral on TikTok a couple months ago. It was so popular. Everyone was talking about this mask, because it really does give radiance to your skin. It just brightens your entire complexion. It has clay, coffee, and grape, so many incredible skincare benefits, and it is so much fun to apply. I'm going to use my brush from Caudalie, but you can use your fingers. I usually use my fingers as well, but it does help to just paint it on, and it feels so nice. The smell is incredible. This smells like the spa. I'm going to do a pretty thin layer and you let it sit on the skin for 10 to 15 minutes and you can use it twice a week. I usually use it once every other week. I was so excited to find out that Sephora at Kohl's carried all of my favorite skincare products. You can earn double rewards when you shop Sephora at Kohl's because not only do you get your Beauty Insider points, but you can also earn Kohl's rewards. Those rewards can later be turned into Kohl's cash, which can be spent later on at the store. Whenever I think about restocking my favorite products, I always want the biggest bang for my buck, and I think double rewards is the way to go. I'm curious if any of you do masks or peels at home or any sort of special treatments. If you have a go-to favorite, let us know down below in the comments. I always love reading your recommendations as well. In fact, most of these products I heard about through recommendations from other people. I think that's sometimes the best way to discover something new. You know the mask is dry when you can barely open your mouth or move your face. When it feels like cement, it's time to remove. Now that we've thoroughly cleansed, purged, detoxed the skin, it's time to re-nourish and rehydrate. This is the best part. In the evenings, I always like to go in with a serum. Sometimes I'll alternate serums, again, depending on what my skin needs that week or that day, but this is one of my go-to serums. It's the Lancome Genifique. It's the Advanced Genifique Youth Activating Serum. I'm sure you've heard about this. It has been around for such a long time. This is a staple in my skincare routine. I think my mom has used the Genifique serum for decades at this point. I was reintroduced to this serum earlier this year and I've loved using this morning and evening. It's great for both. I find that it layers really nicely beneath makeup, but sometimes in the morning I'm going through my skincare routine pretty quickly and I skip a serum. I'll always moisturize an SPF, but Serum may or may not make it into the routine. In the evenings, I generally take my time and I do not skip steps in the evening because I have to make sure I properly cleanse my face. There's no skipping anything. So this is really my go-to serum. It's very lightweight. It's kind of a thin, milky gel. And I'll generally only do 1 dropper full. That's really all you need. It has prebiotics. It also has hyaluronic acid and vitamin C. Those are 2 key ingredients that I always look for in my skincare. Hyaluronic acid helps to plump the skin. It's going to help retain moisture. And vitamin C is great for, again, targeting any hyperpigmentation, uneven skin tone. That's really my biggest concern when it comes to my skin. I don't really struggle with breakouts as often. I don't really struggle with oil like I used to in my teens and 20s. But now when it comes to skincare, I always look for vitamin C, retinol, sometimes hyaluronic acid, SPF. I'm really looking to protect and maintain what I already have. But I do have quite a bit of sun damage from growing up in Florida and having so many sunburns in my lifetime. I'm really trying to even my complexion, get rid of all of the dark spots, and just brighten everything overall. That absorbed so quickly, it's already in the skin. It's a little bit sticky, a little bit tacky, but you don't need more than a dropper full. If you apply too much product, it's just going to sit like a film on top of the skin, which I really don't like. So less is more when it comes to the Genevieve serum. The reason why I love integrating as much vitamin C as possible is that I find that the brighter the complexion, the more even everything looks, the more confident I feel leaving the house without foundation or less foundation. Next, I'm layering the Dr. Dennis Gross Vitamin C and Lactic Dewy Deep Cream. I have had this for a couple months now, and you can see I am almost through it, and I will be so sad when I finish this moisturizer. I would never have picked this out for myself, but this was another one of the recommendations made from the Dr. Dennis Gross, and I absolutely love it. It's a lot thicker and richer than the creams that I usually gravitate towards, just because I like something a little lighter on my skin. But for evening, this is incredible. Even daytime, and it leaves such a beautiful dewy finish to the skin. Even though the moisturizer also contains vitamin C, it's not too much layered on top of the serum. I find that they work really nicely together. Do you see the glow on my cheeks? This moisturizer leaves a little bit of a shine to the skin. Anytime my skin is feeling really tight, if I've accidentally gone overboard with my tretinoin or a retinol product, this saves my skin. Another step that I never skip in the evenings that I'll sometimes skip in the morning is eye cream. And I have been loving Skin Fix lately. I just finished one of their serums. It was so nice, really lightweight, and that's when I transferred back to the Genevieve. But this is relatively new to my routine. This is their Barrier Plus Triple Lipid and Collagen Eye Treatment. Collagen is another one of those ingredients that is so good to look for. Dr. Dennis Gross drilled it into my head. Collagen, collagen, collagen. This little eye cream is so potent. It contains 6 peptides to visibly reduce fine lines, niacinamide, and caffeine. And then I like to just tap around the entire orbital bone. I have been really loving these two together. This face cream, this eye cream, it feels really thick and nourishing. The eye cream feels incredible as well. Together, this is a match made in heaven. Especially if you have drier skin, if you are starting to see fine lines, you will love this combination. And they have incredible ingredients. And on most nights, I would now be ready for bed. This would be the point where I would kick my feet up, make one last cup of peppermint tea, blow out the candle, but because we did the detox mask, I want to go in with one final step. This is a face oil from Biossance. This is their Squalene Vitamin C Rose Oil. I love this. I love any face oil, but I use them pretty sporadically. It's not something that I'm going to integrate into my routine every single day. It just sort of depends on what I have going on. So if I do a mask, if I do a treatment, if I do a peel, if I do something to my skin where I'm feeling incredibly dry or maybe even a little bit irritated. Right now I don't feel irritated at all, but if I were irritated, I would definitely go in with a face oil. You can use it daytime, evening, you can mix it into your moisturizer if you don't like to add an oil directly to the face. You can mix it into your foundation if you really wanted to. So many different uses for it, but I'll just apply a couple drops, rub it in my hand, and then I press. And this is just going to lock in everything that we applied on top. The face oil would even work as a makeup remover. It could have been our first step as well. I just love how glowy and smooth it feels. And if I have any product left over on my hands, I will always rub it on top. My mom used to always tell me to wear gloves, wear moisturizer, wear sunscreen on the hands, and I never believed her. I didn't think it was a big deal until 35, and now I look at my hands and I think, what have I been doing? I always like to give them a little extra love. Neck, chest, décolleté as well. I'll basically slather these products all over my body, head to toe. The final step is lips. You know we can't skip lips because I'm wearing lip products every single day and my lips do tend to dry out. So every night I apply a little lip mask. This is from Laneige. Smells incredible and it feels so nice. And now we are done. And that is my complete evening skincare routine from full glam this morning to bedtime. Those are all of my favorite tried and true products that truly make a difference with my skin. And now when I wake up in the morning, my skin will be thanking me. Sephora at Kohl's is where you will find all of these incredible products and really the best selection of skincare regardless of what you're looking for. So that completes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave me your comments, questions down below. If you have one favorite skincare must-have product, drop it in the comments. We will keep the conversation going there. As always, I will be linking everything mentioned. Everything on my face will be listed down below in the description box for your convenience. And for more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.